New tonight, military veterans on motorcycles are crossing the country to get to Washington, D.C. for Memorial Day. But before they get there, they made a special stop in a Southwest Virginia town. 10 News reporter Todd Simmons tagged along with the riders. He is in studio tonight to tell us all about it. And this is quite a special journey for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big deal if you can't tell by the massive motorcycles behind me at this given moment. The riders call this the Run for the Wall. It's a 12-day voyage from California to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in D.C. Now, it's a long trip with stops all across America. They actually took off from Chattanooga this morning. But the riders I spoke with say there's something really special about Wytheville. When this convoy of choppers cruised into Wytheville, former Mayor Trent Crew knew people in town would show their American pride.
You'll see a huge crowd of people come out, and the roar of the motorcycles and the noise, and a whole lot of red, white, and blue.
This is not a ragtag group of riders. This is the Run for the Wall, a collective of 500 riders, mostly veterans, who go coast to coast each Memorial Day for the veterans who went missing in action.
This is why we ride. We ride for those who can't. Lieutenant Commander Dennis Pike can't.
Every year they stop in Wytheville, and every year the man who the riders still call the mayor makes the trip back to his hometown.
They start talking about Wytheville when they start leaving California for two reasons. They start talking about the people here, and they start talking about the kids here.
Once again, Wytheville welcomed the run with a big dose of patriotism. The nearby Volvo factory even designed a special truck in honor of the veterans.
This particular truck has a lot of reflections of the black granite wall. And with reflections, you can feel spirit, you can feel emotion.
And when these riders reflect on their trek to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, Wytheville will likely remain on their minds.
This is one of the greatest cities in America. I love coming here.
Now, the Run for the Wall still has a few more stops in our area before reaching D.C. Tomorrow, they're going to visit Montvale Elementary School, the National D-Day Memorial in Bedford, and Lynchburg. Reporting live, Todd Simmons, 10 News, working for you.